The UK has an energy problem. Nuclear power stations can currently supply around 20% of the UK's energy needs, but many are nearing the end of their working life, which means demand could soon outstrip supply. Here in Somerset in southwest England, these new pylons behind me are all part of the project building a new nuclear reactor at Hinkley Point, about 20 miles from here. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has now committed hundreds of millions of pounds to another new reactor being built in the east of England, Sizewell C in Suffolk. £700 million of government money has been committed, but more will need to be found to fund the £20 billion project being developed with French energy company EDF. Whoever succeeds Mr Johnson as Prime Minister has that as one of the many pressing issues they'll face when they take office next week. Critics argue more money needs to be spent on renewable energy sources rather than nuclear and the waste it produces. They also point to the huge cost and years needed to design and build nuclear power stations before they start generating power. More renewable energy would also enable the UK to hit its 2050 net zero energy targets that Boris Johnson so proudly presented at the COP26 climate summit in Scotland last year. With the war in Ukraine continuing, many European countries are trying to wean themselves off fuel from a nation they no longer want to do business with. The UK has successfully managed to do that, having not been hugely reliant. In June, they imported no fuel at all from Russia for the first time on record. The government now says up to 8 new nuclear reactors could be built to ensure the UK's future energy supply. But with spiralling costs, the concern is how long those new reactors will take to produce the energy needed. John Bevir, SABC News, Somerset.